Welcome, congregation, to the GoatVsFish Morning Motivational 72. Within your view is our musication by Sunshine. It's Sunshine. Say hi, Sunshine.
Hi.
On this morning motivational of GoatVsFish, we shall review the Netflix is a Joke Ding Dong show at the Comedy Store Los Angeles, featuring Goat vs. Fish. And we'll get into some basic verses, because it's been too long since we've had a basic verses. We'll count the goat and fish. We'll enjoy the celebration. Welcome, Clown Science, Psychic Buckeye 12, John Smith, Dragon Balls, Eventually Gold. To the verses.
Celebration. Hello, Eventually Gold. Celebration for you. Celebration for you. Dragon Balls. Psychic Buckeye. Wow, Mum. I thought you eventually rolled. You're awesome, too. We need old-fashioned verses. Well, this is the first time I've been the first thing on screen outside of a silhouette. So it is a new fashioned verses if you think about it. Caffeination's very good for you. Celebration for caffeination. I haven't had coffee in since October. But whenever I smell it, I get nostalgic for it. It's still snowing in Denver?
Denver is high in the mountain of Goat.
I guess the fish in Denver are outnumbered by the goats. We all need to be a little high on the mountains. I can see fish showing up to a goat bike bar and tipping all the goat bikes with its fin. Like, hee. And then all the bikes topple like dominoes. Pop, 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 pop.
Okay, Sunshine, it's time for one of your big intros.
Oh, the intro. Hello, Goats and Fish. Today you're in for a post-Netflix versus. It has been a hectic week, but we made it okay. Hello, Royce, number one. First message. Here's my first message for you, Royce, number one. This week was the Netflix Is a Joke Festival versus. Many of us were had, and we will be going over those verses with you today, and many more will be had. So give it up for the one and only Goat versus Fish.
Celebration! 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 Celebration for Goat versus Fish! Welcome to another beautiful versus of Goat versus Fish. Here we are, live in the studio of Goat versus Fish. Some of you may be new to Goat vs. Fish. Some of you may be old to Goat vs. Fish. But we assure you that we're going to bring you a beautiful versus. And we begin it with your morning motivation. Goat vs. Fish is versing hard. Goat vs. Fish is out there versing hard just like you. And even if you find yourself with a lack of passion firing within, and you may think, Goat versus Fish, I'm not versing very hard, I don't even know where to begin. And Goat versus Fish isn't talking about work, we're not talking about work just sounds like too much work, we're just talking about that verse, we're talking about getting out there and getting that versus. If you're a goat, you versus the fish, if you're a fish, you versus the goat, and most of all, we get off the fence when every versus we choose goat or fish. And Goat versus Fish does tire, it's true. Goat versus Fish does tire, it's true. We've been out there working for free for Netflix on the Netflix Is a Joke Fest. But of course, the fest is just another place. The fest is just another place to show the face of Goat versus Fish, and Sunshine too sometimes. So Goat versus Fish has been going out there, and let Goat versus Fish tell you about this celebration. all of the ones in Los Angeles, all of the ones that call themselves comedians that Goat vs. Fish has known for many, many millions of years. It is a great reunification. It's a great reunification. They're all coming together in places like the Maui Sugar Mill Saloon and the Dime, where Goat vs. Fish just went yesterverses. And Goat vs. Fish saw many faces we had not seen in so many years, and they were so pleased to see Goat vs. Fish, and Goat vs. Fish was so pleased to see them, and all of these remembrances of verses past. Oh, I remember the first time I saw Goat vs. Fish. Oh, it's LA comedy legend Goat vs. Fish. Oh, won't you be on my show, Goat vs. Fish? Won't you be on my show, Goat vs. Fish? And Goat vs. Fish would not say no, and Goat vs. Fish would not say no. And Goat vs. Fish did make invitation for many of them to be on the show of Goat vs. Fish. So have the expectation that on these morning motivations, you will be getting more guests on Goat vs. Fish. We love our guests. We love our congregation that joins us in the studio of Goat vs. Fish. But what about in the studio, we get someone nudio? Wait, no, that sounds a bit fancy. We get someone new in the studio for your verses, for Goat vs. Fish's verses, and for the verses of all the congregation in the celebration. So Goat vs. Fish is out there versing. Goat vs. Fish is out there singing a song. Goat vs. Fish is out there telling a joke. Goat vs. Fish is out there rubbing fins and rubbing hooves with all the other goat and fish. And as Sunshine can attest, because Sunshine knows best, it's a late verses. Running on fumes, we've heard Sunshine say, and Goat vs. Fish will not deceive you today. Goat vs. Fish didn't get so much rest. Oh no, there wasn't much rest for Goat vs. Fish. It's as if we could use a nap time. And yet Michelle Malizaki is nowhere to be found on this verses. That's okay, they're probably at a golf tournament or something. But Goat vs. Fish does not let that stop us. Not the goat, not the fish, not Goat vs. Fish, not its Sunshine, not you in the congregation. It does not stop us from bringing the verses to you. Goat vs. Fish may tire, and oh, there were offerings of late night after parties for Goat vs. Fish. But Goat vs. Fish knows that the real party is right here with the congregation. You're there for Goat vs. Fish. Goat vs. Fish is here for you. And if Goat vs. Fish can do it, then so can you. So no matter how you tire, Goat and Fish, your rest is just around the verses. Versus your goat, versus your fish, and then try to seek that elusive thing that you call rest, if you can. But even if you must persist in never-ending tiredness, know that Goat vs. Fish is here with you. Goat vs. Fish is here with you. We tire for you. Don't we, Sunshine?
I am tired as we speak.
Celebration, we tire for you. We believe in you. Hey, we believe in you.
We believe in you.
We believe in you. That's the verses.
We believe in you.
We believe in you. We believe in you. Oh, my verses. Oh, Goat vs. Fish.
Celebration.
We believe in you. Wow, that was a nice verses. Celebration. And who are we believing in this verses? Why, we've got Dragon Balls 325. Lord Saturn. We've got I Can Fix Amber Heard on a 65 consecutive watt stream. We've got Eventually Gold. We have Bayoden 420. We've got Psychic Buckeye 12 J-Sticks. We've got Royce 1, who is some sort of offering. Is that you're offering a gift to Goat vs. Fish? What is this? Are you goat or are you fish? We've got Clown Science with 52 bits. Make some noise for Clown Science with the 52 bits to start the verses. We've got Matthew Brine D, who says balls to Goat versus Fish, and if you look in their profile pic, they've got silver balls, silver balls, silver balls, silver balls. It's Goat vs. Fish on your live stream. And we have eventually gold both on YouTube and Twitch. We've got Wow Mom, who needs an old-fashioned versus Psychic Buckeye 12 with 10 consecutive streams. And John Smith. So let's begin this. We're going to do our morning celebrations, and we're going to do our morning declarations. And Goat and Fish, you know what? We're going to give you some rump shakings. We think we'll give you some rump shaken focused morning celebrations this versus. So Sunshine, can you lay us down?
How many versus American dollars? Oh wait, I'm behind the morning motivational. How many versus American dollars are we giving them these finest try that once more. Just try that one more versus. How many versus American?
Okay, well, listen. We'll get this. We'll get this versus. We'll do it live. Go 10 page. A rump shaking versus.
How many versus American dollars will it take for us to do rump shakes for the congregation?
None.
Celebration? Question mark.
If you recall, Sunshine, there are times when the rump shaking is simply the substitution for the morning celebrations, the rump shaking segment. So this is a free versus. This is an inspiration for everyone to get off their rump and start shaking that stuff. So Sunshine, lead us in some funky verses. Oh, yeah. Okay, Goat and Fish, it's time. It's time to get moving. And you start out just with the light grooving, Just with the light grooving. We're not ready to shake our posteriors just yet. We've got to work down. It's a big muscle. It's a big muscle. Dragon Ball 325 demands a tasty lick, but this seems pretty tasty to Goat versus Fish. Goat versus Fish can taste the lick. I Can Fix Amber Heard says, I better see those hips not lie. Oh, you won't see any lies from Goat versus Fish. But remember, this is not just a versus for observation and celebration for Snap-A-Vision, who follows Goat versus Fish. This is a rump shaking versus not just for you to observe Goat versus Fish, but for you all to do yourselves. It's time for your morning celebration rump shaking edition. So we'd better see your verses, I Can Fix Amber Heard, moving about. We better see your hips not lying. Snap-A-Vision said my dog stepped on a bee.
Celebration. Wait, what?
But was the dog the fish and the bee the goat, or was the dog the goat and the bee the fish? Do dog be goat, or do dog be fish? Do bee be goat, do bee be fish? If dog versus bee is a true versus, then it is goat versus fish, or is it fish versus goat? Alien Mickey 801, celebration, and a whoop whoop to you, and a whoop whoop to you. Let's get funky with it. Oh yes. Alien Mike 801, Goat vs. Fish, has toured with Green Jellÿ on the Juggalo Championship Wrestling JCW tours in New Mexico and Arizona. Goat vs. Fish has verses with the Juggalos, so you can put all those dots to Goat vs. Fish as you wish, but Goat vs. Fish only gives you a whoop whoop and says welcome to the congregation. Let's start with the head. Shoulders now. Ooh, baited in 420 with that Lord Swankin blaze. Shout out to Lord Swank. So what's it gonna be, Alien Mike 801? Are you goat or are you fish? Ponder the question of are you goat or fish throughout your whole body. So move those shoulders now. Let's twist at the hip, twist at the hip. One dump truck's worth of rump shaking coming up on the verses. If you're still seated now, Goat versus Fish, and Sunshine will show you how. It's time to move about, And now, shake your rump, everybody. Everybody just shake your rump. Shake your rump, everybody. Everybody just shake that stuff, yeah. Shake your rump, everybody. Everybody just shake your rump, yeah. Shake your rump, everybody. Everybody just shake that stuff, yeah. Feels nice. Feels nice to move around. Feels nice to get off the ground. To that glorious music by Sunshine Sound, yeah. Goat versus Fish will provide you your inspiration. Sunshine will give you the musication. Shake your rump, everybody. Everybody just shake the stuff. Shake your rump, everybody. Everybody just shake the stuff. And let's move down. Down to the Tootsies. Shake them around, move them around. Celebration, and that's your morning rump shaking. It's your morning rump shaking. You feeling loose? Sunshine?
My hips hurt a lot, but I'm still pulling through.
Oh, your hips hurt? Oh, what happened?
Oh, I had a bad fall yesterday outside In-N-Out Burger.
You had a bad fall? Oh,
yeah, I
no.
had a boo-boo on my hip, I have a boo-boo on my wrist, and I have varieties of other boo-boos, internal and external. But I'm okay because the milkshake was delicious.
Oh, please. You flatter Goat versus Fish. It was just a humble rump shaking.
Huh?
So Sunshine, you're not feeling so well. Are you hurt? Sunshine, are you hurt? Sunshine, are you injured?
I need a fish doctor.
You need a fish doctor? You need Dr. Fish?
Dr. Fish.
Calling Dr. Fish.
I think he's still partying from Cinco de Mayo.
From Dr. Fish? You think Dr. Fish is still...
He's still partying from Cinco de Mayo yesterday. I think he still has the headgear on. But I'm sure Dr. Fish will supply the appropriate medications.
Goat versus Fish thinks that we can find you a Dr. Fish. We think that we can find you Dr. Fish. Fish doctor?
You sure the fish is not next to Burger King?
The fish sandwich? Wait a versus. Is there not a fish called a doctor fish? There probably is. Lysergic freak fish, welcome to Goat vs. Fish.
Yeah, an invisible goat probably did push me from behind. And that goat is probably the same doctor.
Here we are, Sunshine. We have found your doctor for you. We found you a doctor. Oh, that's a nasty cough, too. Here we are, Sunshine. Here's your doctor. The Dr. Fish.
I don't...
Acanthoris chungus. Is it Dr. Fish?
Oh, Dr. Fish.
It's a Dr. Fish, Sunshine. Your doctor is here.
Yay, Dr. Fish. Hello, Dr. Fish.
I'm Dr. Fish.
Heavily injured, and I need medication.
Oh, I can see that. I can see your and where does it hurt, Sunshine?
It hurts on my fish hips.
On your fish hips. And where?
Hey, do you have a warrant for that?
But I'm a Dr. Fish. You can trust me. I'm a Dr. Fish. I have a doctorate in fish, and in fish health, and in fish science, and also in 18th century European literature. Though that doesn't come up much in my practice.
Oh, okay. Are you a licensed practitioner?
I am a licensed practitioner and board certified Dr. Fish. It says so right there on my name.
Oh, okay.
I'm also a Mexican fish, but I hide my accent so as to engender a feeling of trust in my clients because, well, you know how people can be sometimes. It's not really fair that they're like that, but it's just something I learned. I picked it up in medical school, and so I do a little code switching here and there, and then when I go back home for Feliz Navidad, then I turn it back on.
Okay, until then, can you tell me what's wrong with me?
Well, why don't you tell me what's wrong with you?
I know what's wrong with me, but I'm quizzing you.
Well, I can't. You say that your hips hurt and your hips don't seem to lie, but only there you are. You seem you seem to have a full range of Oh, it hurts.
Owie.
It hurts.
Yeah, when I move my hips to the right, I always get I feel slightly goatish when I move my hips to the right.
Let's just put a scanner on that. Let's do a high res scan.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you see?
We're looking. Sorry, this tech is a bit old. Well, we see. It seems you have a 512th degree fracture in your right hip. Says the Dr. Fish.
Ooh, good guess. Who would have known that Dr. Fish would have known what's wrong with me without asking me?
Oh yes, that's what we have. That's what we've determined here. And but don't worry, a 512th degree fracture in the hip of a fish is not nearly as serious as it would be if you were a goat. So we just recommend that you finish your morning motivations, and that the first chance you get, just take it easy and have a nice rest, and take care of yourself so you can get back to versing that goat. You know, you are versing the goat. Have you been versing goat? Have you been versing goat?
No, we attended unification some time ago, and also
unification. Sorry, I'll keep my politics out of this.
Also, I gave all the lollipops to High Five from your office. So
all the lollipops.
Yeah, it was his negotiating.
Do you know those cost these verses?
In this economy, I'd imagine it's now $2 a lollipop gallon.
$2 a lollipop gallon.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you're interested in my credentials, they're here. The Dr. Fish is this is an underwater photograph of a Dr. Fish. taken on the coastal waters of Cozumel Island, Quintaru, in March of 2021. And here are some, don't worry, these are just taxidermied fish used as scientific representations. And they all kind of look, if you think they all look the same, that's probably just because you're a goat and you think that all the doctor fish look the same. But I assure you that each one of these unique specimen is its very own doctor fish, its very own personality, and we all have real jobs. And the Mexican doctor fish is just like the rest of you. We go to work, we have families, we try to leave a better life for our spawn. And we just want to have a nice, dignified life with which we converse as the goat.
What are their credentials?
The doctor fish is a member of the Sergian fish or Acanthuridae family and is known in Mexico as Cirujando Rayado and Barbero Rayado. Globally, there are 42 species in the genus Acanthurus, of which 7 are found in Mexican waters, 3 in Atlantic, and 4 in the Pacific Ocean. The doctorfish has an oval-shaped, deeply compressed body that has a depth that is 48 to 52% of standard length. They vary significantly in color and can change from blue-gray to dark brown to blend in with their environment. They have 10 to 12 dark, thin, vertical bars on their sides. Well, anyway, you saw the picture.
By Dr. Fish.
Yes. From a conservation perspective, the doctorfish is currently considered to be of least concern with stable, widely distributed populations.
Hey. I am your most concern, not your least concern.
A word of caution, the spines at the tail base of the fish provide a unique defense mechanism and can inflict major slashing wounds, rendering them dangerous to handle. So what is there? So before you're discharged, do you have any further questions for your doctorfish?
Yeah. So what medications should I take, and how often should I take them? And can I give them to goat without goat knowing I gave them medication?
Your medications are for you and for you only. They're not meant for goat. These are fish medications that are meant for the unique biology of fish and should not be distributed to any goat.
But?
No. This is the kind of medicine you swallow.
Through here?
Oh, don't. This is a very serious medical versus. Please. Hold your laughter. No, you can't buy. Do you promise not to sell your prescriptions to any fence sitter who offers you some Verse American dollars? This is really serious stuff.
I swear that I don't know what you're asking me to do.
Wait a minute. Did you injure your wrist?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell your doctorfish?
Because I wanted to surprise you.
Well, you just need to it's okay. You can finish your verse day and then you just go home and you just enjoy a little bit of rest. How about that?
Ta-da! There it is. There's my injured thing.
Dr. Fish is not an actual licensed medical doctor. The opinions of Dr. Fish are only that of a voiceover and a website that is displaying a JPEG. The celebration makes a noise for Dr. Fish. Dr. Fish! Feel better, Sunshine?
I feel a little woozy after the fish medication. The fish oil is taken... It's a while for it to hit. I mean that weird peak where it's working but it isn't working, but I feel like taking more just to make sure it's working. But I'm in that happy space in between there where all is fine and dandy, and it sounds like more would make it work even better.
More would make it work better. Well, we will leave that between you and your Dr. Fish. That's between you and your Dr. Fish. It's time for declarations. It's time for declarations. Goat and fish. Are you goat or are you fish? This versus of goat versus fish will be determined by several verses. One of those verses is how many goat and how many fish are here in the congregation of Goat vs. Fish. Another versus is how many bits or exclamation point tips, how many donations are going to be made in the name of the goat and the fish, respectively. That's another way that you can score versus here in Goat vs. Fish. There will also be a versus of subscription. When you subscribe or gift a subscription on the Twitch of Goat vs. Fish, that subscription will count towards a whole other versus, in which you can engage in competition here on Goat vs. Fish. There's also a YouTube poll going on now, and there may be another poll in the future of the verses. There may be some marble races. You never know in which way the verses will come to the goat and the fish. And on Twitch, if you have watched Goat vs. Fish or many verses and have at least 10,000 channel points, you may be able to use those channel points to get on immediate verses, because we reward those of you who have experience with Goat vs. Fish, who have spent their time with Goat vs. Fish. So now all that remains, Goat and Fish, is for you to make your morning declarations. If you don't accomplish anything else today, that's okay, as long as you make your morning declarations. And get off that fence. Are you goat or are you fish? Oh yeah! 3,000 hours of verses! YouTube is being slow to update its numbers, but they can't stop the deluge of Goat vs. Fish. They cannot stop the 3,000 hours of Goat vs. Fish that have already been accumulated, and we're accumulating more with each passing morning motivational. Eventually gold is fish. Eventually gold is fish. Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish. That's one fish in the verses. And yes, Goat vs. Fish loves you just as you are. And if you change, that's okay too. I Can Fix Amber Heard is on the fence. I Can Fix Amber Heard is on the fence. Oh no! Who could have guessed that Amber Heard would be on the fence? Paired in 420 is a blazing fish. So we're going to give you some smoke fish. Goat and Fish, if you provide any details with your declaration when you declare goat or fish, then we will add little details to your illustration. You deserve some details added to your illustration. Dragon Ball 325 says goat, celebration for goat, says celebration for goat. And we've seen some guitar goat, so we're going to make you a rockin' guitar goat. Oh yeah. Rockin' guitar goat with strings, making musications and things. Shredding fast. Celebration. Eventually Gold had some smoked Atlantic salmon last night. Eventually Gold, are you goat or fish? And Padistador declares fish. Celebration for fish. That's the third fish in the verses. Celebration for fish. Lysergic funeral. Are you goat or fish? Let's get that declaration. Are you goat or are you fish? We're not waiting for no fence. Still a fish at this minute. And I Can Fix Amber Heard wants a laser gun. A laser gun was not in the offering. Sorry. You get a stick. For being a member of the Unification Congregation, you get a stick. And the stick will grow larger with every contribution that you make. That's the stick. You see, if you give a fence sitter a stick, then they'll ask you for a laser gun. If you give a fence sitter a stick, they'll just ask you for a laser gun. They'll be like, no, we need more weapons, bigger weapons. Big fish, says Lysergic funeral. Big fish. Well, then let's give you a big fish. Celebration more fish. Do we have a second goat? We saw Wow Mom the goat. Celebration for goat. That's two goat in the verses. Not only that. Bayard in 420 with 10 bits. Clown signs the goat with 52 bits. That's goat here. That's goat. Celebration for goat and clown signs with 52 bits. So that's a score of 52 right there for clown signs. And Bayard in 420 with the applause for 10. And you know what? Goat versus fish. We're feeling generous. This versus. That applause, we're going to give it to fish. 10 10 bits worth of applause for fish. 10 bits worth of applause for fish. And BBDH 187, the fish. Celebration for fish. Fish are coming out to an early lead, though Goat do have the bits under control to the tune of 42 to the tune of 42 bits. Are you Goat or are you fish? Are you Goat or are you fish? There are 19 watching on Twitch, there are 3 watching on YouTube. Some of you have made your declarations known earlier in the verses, but Goat versus Fish wants a declaration now. Goat versus Fish wants a declaration right here, right now on Goat versus Fish. This is your chance to declare Goat or Fish, though more chances will occur later. Goat versus Fish wants you to decide your fate right now. Are you Goat or are you Fish? Are you Goat or are you Fish? Give me a laser gun, please, please. You can. I want a gun. I want a big laser gun, please, 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 please. My life won't be complete unless I get a laser gun, please. BBDH 187 has declared fish on Twitch, and BBDH 187 has declared fish on YouTube. So that counts for double the fish. That counts for double the fish. It's true. If you make a declaration on Twitch and on the YouTube live stream of Goat versus Fish, your Goat or your fish can count for double the verses. Appreciation, 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 and celebration, celebration. Snap-a-vision, you followed 23 minutes ago. What about you? Are you Goat or are you fish? Sunshine, are you Goat or fish? Sunshine rises.
After the medication, I feel fish.
Celebration for fish, celebration for fish. Celebration for fish, and Holly Christine goes Goat. Celebration for medication fish, for Sunshine the medicated fish. And we have Holly Christine going Goat. Celebration for Goat, celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat. And we are looking at the profile pic of Holly Christine. And if you'll allow Goat versus Fish to sing a verses. Goat versus fish, Goat versus fish, Goat versus fish versus Goat versus fish, Goat versus fish, Goat versus fish, Goat versus fish versus Goat versus fish. A mighty versus, Holly Christine, a mighty versus. That's me, says Psychic Buckeye 12. And they said it to Goat versus Fish. They said it publicly here. So now you know, Psychic Buckeye 12 says Goat in 2 verses. Double the verses. Holly Goat gets double the verses. We now have 5 Goat, we have 5 Goat. And we're going to put this goat in a wedding veil just for fun. It could also look like a giant tissue. That's 5 Goat. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fish. We have 52 bits for Goat. We have 10 bits for fish. And Goat versus Fish calls out to the congregation. Goat versus Fish calls out to the congregation. Can we get a donation in the congregation? Can we get a subscription? A 1 gifted subscription here on Goat versus Fish to kick off this mighty versus. Yes, your investment in Goat versus Fish will return back to you. When you give to Goat versus Fish, when you give to Goat versus Fish, you're giving not only to Goat versus Fish, you're giving not only to Sunshine, you're giving to every single member of the congregation here on Goat versus Fish. And it will be a verses that will be returned to you 70 billion times over. 70 billion times over. The joy that you feel in your heart when you make that contribution to Goat versus Fish can only be okay. Anyway, you get the verses. So if you want to make a Goat versus Fish is brought to you by congregation members like you. Goat versus Fish is not sponsored nor paid by Netflix as a joke fest. So joke's on you, Netflix. We get our remuneration from the congregation, and celebration and appreciation to you, the congregation. It's Mouse Rat says, are you fish? Are you fish? Mouse Rat, are you fish? Are you fish or are you goat? Are you fish or are you goat? It's Mouse Rat. Are you fish or are you goat? I am fish. Mouse Rat, fish, celebration for fish. Mouse Rat, fish, celebration for fish. Celebration for fish. That's one more fish. That's one more fish in the verses. This is the beginning. This is just the beginning of the mighty verses of Goat versus Fish. And now a few special verse announcements. from the phone of Goat vs. Fish, from the calendar of Goat vs. Fish. Oh, let's say you're in LA. And you missed Goat vs. Fish at the Corbin Bowl last Sunday during the Valley Comedy is a Joke Festiverses, in which Goat vs. Fish was on the Showrunner show. Let's say you were not there to witness Goat vs. Fish at the Comedy Store on the Ding Dong Show on Monday on the Netflix It's a Joke Fest. What if there was another chance you could see Goat vs. Fish on the fest? What if there was another chance? Well, Goat and Fish, there is. Goat vs. Fish provides you another chance to witness Goat vs. Fish here in Los Angeles, here in the San Fernando Valley of Los Angeles, where you can see Goat vs. Fish and Sunshine too. Sunshine will be joining Goat vs. Fish this Thursday, Goat and Fish. This very Thursday, the 7th, this Thursday, May 7th, at 7:45, starting sharply at 7:45, so you'd want to get there a bit earlier, at the Corbin Bowl, at the Corbin, that's Corbin Bowl, in Tarzana, Los Angeles. At the Corbin Bowl in Tarzana, Los Angeles, Goat vs. Fish will be opening up the Corbin Bowl Netflix is a Joke Valley Comics Showcase. It's a free versus, so why don't you come on down, if you can, come on down to the Corbin Bowl this Thursday. Why, it's tomorrow. And get there at 7, get there at 7:30, because Goat vs. Fish goes on at 7:45 to give a grand introduction to the show. Goat vs. Fish wasn't originally on the show, but then Ryan Talmo, who hosts all of these verses, said, hey, Goat vs. Fish, we could use a little extra verses. We need you, Goat vs. Fish. And so they booked Goat vs. Fish at this Thursday's verses. So come on down to the Corbin Bowl if you are anywhere near Los Angeles, and join Goat vs. Fish for another celebration. And Goat vs. Fish has to make a reconfirmation on this, but Goat vs. Fish did say that on Friday the 8th, this Friday the 8th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that Goat vs. Fish would appear on the Civic TV, on the Civic TV 83 Twitch channel as a returning guest. So we're going to give... Oh, wait a versus. Actually, it's at 7. It's at 7 p.m., but Goat vs. Fish has it at 6. So go and follow the Civic TV. We'll give a shout out to Civic TV. We believe it's Civic TV 83, because Goat vs. Fish should be appearing once again. Returning guest with Civic TV 83 live on Twitch on Fry Versus. Oh, Goat and Fish, oh, Goat and Fish, oh, Goat and Fish, oh, Goat and Fish. And then we've got, we've got Paul Elia, comedian Paul Elia. You can find Paul Elia, who has released a new special, should be joining Goat vs. Fish this Monday the 11th. We've got Chip Nicholson. We've got Chip Nicholson, who claims, yes, I'm coming this time, Goat vs. Fish. I'll really be there. Can we trust Chip Nicholson to actually come to the program of Goat vs. Fish? What do you think? Sunshine? What do you think, Sunshine? You place that mic like you have to stand up every time. It must hurt your aching knees so hard.
This medication is very good.
Ah, celebration.
Oh, Chip? I like chips.
Yeah, chips are great. We think chips are just fine. We saw Chip Nicholson at the Comedy Store. They apologized to Goat vs. Fish, and we said, all is forgiven, Chip. Just come on the Morning Motivation. It's coming on the Morning Motivation. They're waiting for you. Yes, Chip is one of our favorite guests, our favorite recurring guests here on Goat vs. Fish. Wouldn't be Goat vs. Fish Morning Motivations without Chip, would it? We don't think it would. And Goat vs. Fish will be joining on the 12th, on Tuesday the 12th. Goat vs. Fish and Sunshine will be going to the Brewyard Beer Company at 7 p.m. to participation in a Hi-Fi Protege show, where they're going to be putting up Goat vs. Fish and Sunshine for a while. So there's a lot going on this month. But in any verses, this Thursday at the Corbin Bowl, 7:45. Get there earlier. 7:45. Witness Goat vs. Fish. Witness Sunshine for another versus of Netflix is a Joke. Celebration. For another versus. Dragon Ball Street Revive says, I sent 10 versus American dollars on Cash App. Did you? Did you indeed? Goat vs. Fish believes in you. Goat vs. Fish believes in you. This Friday 5-hour stream. That was the versus. The Friday 5-hour stream, which you earned through your donation, will be on Friday the 15th. Isn't that true, Sunshine? Friday the 15th, yes?
Yes. Yes.
Friday the 15th. This Friday the 15th, an extra long morning motivation with Sunshine and Goat versus Fish. And QCMC Seb says, I am fish. Says, I am fish. Says, I am fish. Celebrate more fish. Celebrate more fish. Fish, 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 fish. Fish, 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 fish. And Goat versus Fish, having a look at the Cash App of Goat versus Fish. Cash App, cash $, GoatVsFish, Venmo, GoatVsFish. Oh, there's some kind of notification. And yes, indeed, we have a 10 versus American dollar contribution from Dragon Balls 325. Celebration for Dragon Balls 325. Celebration for Dragon Balls 325 with a 10 versus American dollar contribution. Can we get 10 hits? Appreciation. That's 10. That's 10 versus American. Wait a versus Dragon Ball 325. Is that for Goat or for Fish? Recently, you went to the side of Fish. You've been Goat for so long, but you recently went the side of Fish. So is that 10 versus American dollars for Goat or for Fish? This could determine the whole versus. QCMC7 says, Je suis poisson, je mange un saucisson à la fois. Oh, we know, Dragon Balls. We received your 10 versus American dollars, and it is with appreciation that we receive it. But are you Goat or are you Fish? It's Mouse Rat is saying, come on over to the side of Fish and just look at the congregation. Look at the congregation dancing about here. Goat or Fish, Dragon Balls 325. Goat or Fish. Goat or Fish. Goat or Fish. We need to teach you the Green Jellÿ, the Green Jellÿ. We forget if it's the anthem or if it's the chant or whatever the verse is. We need to teach you the verses that goes like this. It sounds like this.
Goat or fish! Goat or fish! Goat or fish! Goat or fish!
Dun dun. Ba-dum bum ba. Ba-dum dun. Ba-dum bum ba. Ba-dum bum. Ba-dum bum ba. It's just little verses like that. So then we can chant Goat or Fish at the congregation, and you can be playing that verses. Okay, Sunshine, you've got it. Doctor's orders. You have to learn that verses. Sunshine, please. There we have it. Now we can hear the applause on Goat versus Fish. Now we can hear the applause on Goat versus Fish. Goat versus Fish play at the halftime of the Super Bowl. Yes, let's start the petition. Dragon Ball 325. Are you Goat or Fish? Let's get that riff. Ba-da-da. Ba-dum-bum-ba. Ba-dum-bum.
Play it again?
Ba-dum-bum-ba. Play it again?
Yeah.
Why don't mind if we versus.
Goat or fish! 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 Goat or fish!
Dun dun. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Processing, Sunshine's processing.
You and the riff were singing two different things. But I heard this. Something like that.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
It's also a bit difficult to hear with all the screaming of Goat or Fish going on. We'll take it. Goat or Fish! Goat or Fish! Goat or Fish! Goat or fish? 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 Fish, thanks for asking. Fish, thanks for asking. Fish, thanks for asking. Dragon Balls 325, we appreciation your contribution of 10 versus American dollars, but until you declare goat or fish, that 10 versus American dollars is going right on the fence. You've been a fancy goat. You've even been fish before. Dragon Balls 325, until we hear your declaration, that 10 versus American dollars is going right on the fence. And Amber Heard, I Can Fix Amber Heard, could not be more pleased. Could not be more pleased. And that's what the fence sitter does. They say, oh, I want unification, but really they just reward your indecision and non-participation. Yeehaw, says Bud Morgan. Bud Morgan, are you goat or are you fish? Bud Morgan, you've been on the fence before, but you've also been goat or fish. You call this fush music? Interesting thing about fish is sometimes we see it spelled in many different ways. We see F-I-S-H, and we have seen F-I-S-H, and then we've also seen fish, F-E-E-S-H. We've seen fish. Yes. And recently, though, however, we've started seeing fash, F-A-S-S-S-H-H-H, and now we're seeing fush, F-U-S-H. What is it about fish that is lending itself to such a variety of pronunciation? Goat has just remained goat. We haven't seen geet or gut. We've seen gat. But fish is getting all kinds of pronunciation. Maybe this has to do with the variety of fish, But we're seeing fish, fush, fash, fish. One versus we haven't seen is fosh. Though you could say faux show to goat versus fish. But we haven't seen fosh. But maybe that's because the O is just a little too goat. Perhaps the O sound is just a little too goat, even for fish. But Morgan is all fenced up. Kipo or Kipo says, oh wait, no, that's not Kipo or Kipo. That's not Kipa. This is my auto insurance. Hello, this is your auto insurance calling to ask you, are you goat or are you fish? And if not, why? Fish. Oh, I Can Fix Amber Heard is even saying fish now. Okay, we've got Bud Morgan on the fence. That's two on the fence.
I've looked at life from goat and fish now. From goat and fish, and still somehow these illusions I recall. I really don't know fence sitters at all. Goat and fish, and they was with each other every day, so many ways. I never really knew goat and fish at all. Celebration. That was a song by Joni Mitchell Fish called Both Goat and Fish Now.
Both goat and fish now. Wow. And Dragon Ball 325 says goat! Celebration for goat. Let's get that 10. Let's get that 1,000 bits off of the fence and in the verses of goat. Sorry, making coffee. All is forgiven, all is forgiven. Making caffeination coffee, which, as you know, was discovered by Goat. So great hanging out with you, the congregation, here on this easy morning motivation. But without further offense, it's been an hour of Goat versus Fish. Why don't we get into the Goat versus Fish? Why don't we get into the Netflix is a joke on Goat versus Fish on Goat versus Fish. However, Goat vs. Fish would like to show you, once all again, the new products on GoatVsFish.com / Goat vs. Fish, on the store of Goat vs. Fish at GoatVsFish-shop.fourthwall.com, link on GoatVsFish.com. We want to show you all the amazing products that Goat vs. Fish has been designing for all of you for your consideration and consumption. We've got this stitched hoodie of Goat vs. Fish. It's a stitched hoodie of Goat vs. Fish with unifications on the sleeves. It costs a hefty versus, but it is a heavy versus, and Goat vs. Fish would not want to sell it to you at this price if we did not know how it was. So Goat vs. Fish has ordered for ourselves, for Goat vs. Fish, we have ordered a stitched hoodie for ourselves. We have ordered one of these camping mugs of Goat vs. Fish. So we're going to sample the products just for you. We've got the Darth tote of Goat vs. Fish, a new spin on the tote bag of Goat vs. Fish. We've got this rather repulsive fence sitter shirt, which we don't know how that ended up on the store. We just got to get rid of them. We've got the guns out for Goat vs. Fish muscle tank top tee. Goat vs. Fish ordered one of these. We've got the Goat vs. Fish ladies tank for the ladies. And we've got the towel of Goat vs. Fish, as currently worn by Goat vs. Fish. The classic shirt of Goat vs. Fish with a price reduction, $19.69 for the classic shirt of Goat vs. Fish. We've got the coffee mug of Goat vs. Fish. Enjoy your caffeination with your morning motivation. We've got the unification shirt, also on reduction, $19.69. It's not out of desperation, mind you, Goat and Fish. It is not out of desperation that Goat vs. Fish reduces the price in these shirts. These shirts are printed on demand. Goat vs. Fish reduces the prices of these shirts because why? Goat vs. Fish could enjoy another $5 versus American dollars of profit, but we would rather have you be the profit of Goat vs. Fish. We would rather you be the profit of Goat vs. Fish. We would rather you enjoy the merch of Goat vs. Fish. So when you're walking around, someone can look at you and say, "What's Goat vs. Fish? Oh, I like that. Can you tell me more about that, please?" And then you ask them, "Are you goat or are you fish?" And Goat vs. Fish also ordered a pair of the socks of Goat vs. Fish. And the beanie of Goat vs. Fish. Oh, the stitched beanie of Goat vs. Fish. Celebration. Get it now before we raise the prices in winter, just like all the department stores. My shirt comes tomorrow, says I Can Fix Amber Heard. Celebration. What about the Speedo I asked for? You can ask for it again. You can ask for the Speedo as many times as you wish. We wonder, though. Could we... Is there a Speedo? Go to dashboard. Let's see if we can create new products, design a new product. Speedo. Well, Speedo is a brand, though. Speedo is a brand, so they might not have that. But we could try bathing suit. A fish swimming suit. We've got socks. We've got towel. Does not seem so. Maybe trunks? Ooh. All over print swim trunks. That could be versatile for Goat vs. Fish. That could be very Goat vs. Fish. But maybe if we lost 30 or 40 verses, but that could be Goat vs. Fish. So yes. Destruct, are you goat or are you fish? Tsunami Bit, welcome to Goat vs. Fish. Tsunami Bit, are you goat or fish? Are you goat or fish? Sunshine musicians in the morning, yeah. Sometimes you're not even noticing, no, but they're there all the same. Just giving you a light verses to start your celebrations. Goat and Fish, the Versus has come to review Goat vs. Fish on The Ding Dong Show at the Comedy Store Los Angeles on the Netflix is a Joke Fest. Celebration! 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 Let's do that. Let's do that. Goat vs. Fish goes to YouTube. Goat vs. Fish goes to The Ding Dong Show. Celebration, Dirt Cobain. Welcome. Are you goat or are you fish? Oh, isn't that an interesting versus? If you go and you search for The Ding Dong Show right now on the YouTube of Goat vs. Fish, at least for the algorithm for Goat vs. Fish, look at that. Morning Motivational 72, Netflix is a Joke Ding Dong Show review plus basic verses. Is the third video to show up here in the search of Goat vs. Fish. They probably know that Goat vs. Fish is searching for Goat vs. Fish. They probably know that. Let's see what's going on there. They know that Goat vs. Fish is searching for Goat vs. Fish.
Whoa.
Oh, they probably know that. Let's see what's going on there. They know that Goat vs. Fish is searching for Goat vs. Fish. Pretty nice.
Whoa.
This is a pretty great live stream. Oh, probably know that. Let's see what's going on there. I'd watch that. Would you watch that, Sunshine?
There's not enough goat and fish and sunshine.
This is a pretty great live stream. Oh, there's not enough goat and fish? I'd watch that. Would you watch that, Sunshine?
There needs to be at least 10 more.
At least
There's
10.
not enough goat and fish and sunshine.
This is a pretty great live stream. Oh, there's not enough goat and fish? Oh, well, we think that, Sunshine?
There needs to be
We
at
count
least
at least
10 more.
1,
There's not
2,
enough
3,
golden fish
4,
and sunshine.
5,
This is a pretty
6.
great
There's
not
not
enough
7,
golden
8.
fish.
There's 8 sunshines now.
Oh, only. There needs to be
We
at
count
least
at least
10 more.
1, we've got,
There's not enough
and we've got
golden fish.
goat here, and we've got
5,
6, we've got fish here, and we've got 8 golden fish are sunshines now.
Oh, only.
Yeah, we count at least 1, and we've got, and we think we've got 10. We've got 6, we've got fish here, and we've got 8 golden fish are sunshines now.
Oh, only.
Yeah, we count at least 1, and we've got, and we think we've got 10. We've got 6, we've got fish here, and we've got 8 golden fish are sunshines now.
Oh, only.
Yeah, we count at least 1, and we've got, and we think we've got 10. Hey, Reggie Watts, what do you think about that? Hey, Reggie Watts, what do you think about that? This is how the black hole that destroyed Earth gets open. Hellstrike from NASA. Are you goat or are you fish? Hey, Reggie Watts, what do you think about that? This is how the black hole that destroyed Earth gets open. Hellstrike from NASA. Are you goat or are you fish? Hey, Reggie Watts, what do you think about that? This is how the black hole that destroyed Earth gets open. Hellstrike from NASA. Are you goat or are you fish? Hey, Reggie Watts, what do you think about that? This is how the black hole that destroyed Earth gets open. Hellstrike from NASA. Are you goat or are you fish? Hey, Reggie Watts, what do you think about that? This is how the black hole that destroyed Earth gets open. Hellstrike from NASA. Are you goat or are you fish? Hey, Reggie Watts, what do you think about that? This is how the black hole that destroyed Earth gets open. Hellstrike from NASA. Are you goat or are you fish? Hey, Reggie Watts, what do you think about that? This is how the black hole that destroyed Earth gets open. Hellstrike from NASA. Are you goat or are you fish? Hey, Reggie Watts, what do you think about that? This is how the black hole that destroyed Earth gets open. Hellstrike from NASA. Are you goat or are you fish? Hey, Reggie Watts, what do you think about that? A fair versus. Dirt Cobain, are you goat? Oh, fish forever and always. Dirt Cobain, fish. Dirt Cobain, fish. Celebration for fish. Searching now, searching now. For the Ding Dong Show. The Ding Dong Show. Let's search for SDTPN. Simply Don, the podcast network. Here we are. The Ding Dong Show, May 4th, live from the Comedy Store. Netflix is a joke. Appreciation, sunshine. You know, sometimes when we're just not feeling that appreciation, here comes sunshine. with the appreciation. And Sunshine was there. Sunshine was there. Sunshine was there. So we'll do that versus. We'll do that versus like that, and then we will also open Goat versus Fish like this. So Sunshine can get an easier view of the verses. Big, easy view of the verses like that. How's that? Fair verses? There's a big fair verses. Let's have a look at this. Okay, Goat versus Fish. There's Goat versus Fish already. We'll do a little website volume reduction. And then we will go back in the verses. We'll go back in the verses. Go back in the verses to about here. Let's see what's going on about here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on here. As you can see, a giant Netflix is a joke logo there at the Comedy Store Los Angeles. It's a giant cube of Netflix is a joke. Many comedians who are on this Festiverse are not having their sets recorded. They have a flyer for their evidence. But because the Ding Dong Show is always recorded from 10:30 p.m. at the Comedy Store Los Angeles every Monday, Pacific Standard Time, this versus, so too was it recorded. So too did Goat versus Fish have their Netflix is a joke set recorded right here, and you know the evidence because there's a giant cube showing up there, making the Ding Dong Show say the Ding Don Show, which is a fair versus because Don Barris is the host of the Ding Dong Show. And we want to see the congregation chanting to where'd the congregation? Come on, oh, there you are. There's the congregation. There's the congregation. We want to see the congregation in the verses chatting with us to the Goat versus Fish. Always celebration for appreciation. Hence why there are many verses why Netflix is a joke. Goat versus Fish is de facto shilling for Netflix by participation in this Festiverses. However, Goat versus Fish, as we have said, Netflix is a joke. The live streams of Goat versus Fish, these are all merely places to show and perform for Goat versus Fish. And Goat versus Fish has been a part of the Ding Dong Show at the Comedy Store Los Angeles for at least a year, 365 verses. So, of course, when they say, hey, Goat versus Fish, it's time to do Netflix, it's a joke, Goat versus Fish says, okay, let's do that versus. Netflix is shilling for Goat versus Fish. Netflix is shilling for Goat versus Fish. Now, if only we could get a shilling from Netflix, if you know my verses. Let's have a look. There we are. Let's go back a few verses.
Versus so we're going to get this thing going. We're going to start it out with a guy that's going to answer the lifelong question. Goat versus Fish. Here he is. Goat versus Fish.
There's Jean-Luc the Clown on the keys.
Oh, more. Oh.
Hey, Goat versus Fish.
The immaculate setup of Goat versus Fish. The immaculate setup time of Goat versus Fish.
We don't have another voice.
Make some noise for the already amplified acoustical versions of Goat versus Fish.
So in a typical versus, there is an extra amplification that's placed on the guitar of Goat versus Fish for your listening pleasure, but this versus, they didn't have it. Presumably because of all of the Netflix is a joke preparation that was happening around the verses.
Scott, hold on, Scotty.
Great start. Thanks, Don.
You're leaving already? Thanks, Scott. Thanks for the encouragement.
I gotta pee.
Oh, okay. Don't use the bathroom up here where it's easier. Once again, Goat versus Fish.
Goat versus fish. Goat versus fish is goat versus fish. And it is what it is. Goat versus fish, the mighty goat fish.
Oh, yes.
Goat versus fish is a goat and a fish. And the goat and fish versus. Goat versus fish brings the verses to you. We promise the verses we tell you are true. What's goat versus fish? You haven't a clue. But it is something to do. And it's goat versus fish for as long as you wish at the Comedy Store. And what could you want more on the Ding Dong Show on Netflix? Netflix is a joke. Make some noise for the goat! Make some noise for the goat! The mighty horny goat! The mighty horny goat! Celebration on the mountain of goat! Make some noise for fish! Make some noise for the fish! Fish! Celebration for fish! Even the sea's slimy, scaly fish!
About even celebrations there for goat and for fish. The Ding Dong Show. This is the opening set of the Ding Dong Show after the cast has been made their introduction. Goat versus Fish has been the Ding Dong Show opener, has been the Ding Dong Show opener for several verses now, for several million verses now. And Goat and Fish and Goat and Fish and Goat and Fish. Don Barris is themselves an opener for Jimmy Kimmel Live. So Don Barris knows an opener when they see one, and they see one in Goat versus Fish. So they were told to Goat versus Fish that you are going to have about 3 minutes to perform here on the Netflix is a Joke on the Ding Dong Show. And yet when we got there, Don whispered to Goat versus Fish. They said, hey, I have to leave and do other verses down in the original room of the Comedy Store, where I'm also simultaneously hosting while doing the Ding Dong Show. So you just keep playing until I get back. And that could take up 10 billion years, but celebration. Goat versus Fish will play for 10 billion verses if that's what it takes. And our verses is just to hype up that crowd, just as Goat versus Fish hypes you up every morning motivational. 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Monday through Thursday. Here with It's Sunshine. Goat versus Fish is here opening the Ding Dong Show, hyping up the verses. Continuation.
We are currently in a midnight verses between May 4th, Goat versus Fish. Goat versus Fish. And Cinco de Mayo, Cabra contra pez. Cabra contra pez, otra vez.
This should be familiar to you.
Porque sí, porque no, porque después. Y entonces, Cabra contra pez de mi imaginación. Tacos de birria y pescado al carbón.
That verse always gets a big celebration. It's like even if they don't speak a verses of Cabra contra pez, as soon as we say tacos, everyone knows tacos. Do you know how to say taco in Cabra contra pez?
Tacos.
Taco, celebración por sunshine.
Celebración.
And so once they hear birria, they hear pescado, they hear al carbón, they say, we know what's going on here. We're having a delicious, tasty Festiverses. Apologization to all the vegans out there, but when we're having a Cinco de Mayo celebración de Cabra contra pez, we're having some tacos de birria y pescado al carbón. But you can have a vegan versus of birria and pescado, but they would probably just spell pescado with a K, and they would spell birria with a Z. And then then it could be a vegan versus. Appreciation Sunshine. Continuation.
Imaginación. Tacos de birria y pescado al carbón. Cabra contra pez es una celebración. Cabra contra pez en mi corazón. En mi corazón. Es cabra contra pez otra vez. Celebración por cabra contra pez. You have many questions, yes. Who is goat versus fish? What is goat versus fish? Why is goat versus fish? Woo! But there is only one question. Are you goat or are you fish? Goat. Goat, as we were pointing to you and you said goat, someone over there said fish. How does it feel to be interrupted by a fish during your very special declaration?
Disrespectful.
Disrespectful! The fish disrespected the goat, the fish disrespected
Oh, what
the
a
goat.
versus! What a versus!
A message for Mary Jane from goat versus fish.
Yes? Then you better get to it.
The immaculate continuation of goat versus fish. Celebration. All together now. Goat or fish? Goat or fish? Goat or fish? Goat or fish?
So, Goat and Fish, indeed, Goat versus Fish was told by Mary Jane that we would have but 3 minutes, and so Goat versus Fish, feeling the consciousness of what was happening around us, felt the need to information Mary Jane, who is there with the Ding Dong Show, that Don told Goat versus Fish to keep going beyond 3 minutes so they would not feel that Goat versus Fish was disrespecting the show by going above what was at first told to be our allotted time. Now, in a typical professional versus, you don't want to be asking how much time you have left as you're going about your verses. You just want to be keep going. However, Goat versus Fish was able to, along with Mary Jane, turn it into a little humorous verses as we called back to the immaculate setup of Goat versus Fish with the immaculate continuation of Goat versus Fish. Now, some of you may be saying to Goat versus Fish, "Hey, Goat versus Fish, why do you keep interrupting your own verses? We just want to watch the verses. We just want to watch the verses." Well, if you just want to watch the verses, then you can, of course, go and watch the verses here on YouTube whenever you wish on the Ding Dong Show YouTube web zone. SDTPN on YouTube and on Twitch. You can go and watch that whenever you wish. But if you're going to watch it on the live stream of Goat versus Fish, you're going to get the bonus commentation. That's what it's all about. It's an ibex. It's a trout. So after we get the verses from Mary Jane, which we turn the telling of the time into a celebration and some light chuckling with Goat versus Fish, we then, now the audience familiar with the one true question, we chant goat or fish to another random audience member over there somewhere.
Goat or fish? Goat or fish? Goat or fish? Goat or fish?
And then as we are pointing to them, they continue chanting goat or fish because they think Goat versus Fish is trying to get everyone to chant goat or fish, and so they chant goat versus fish, goat or fish, back to Goat versus Fish. Though we are really actually asking goat or fish to them, this is just the kind of beautiful, glorious, and confusing and humorous verses that can happen at a live Goat versus Fish celebration.
Goat or fish? Goat or fish? Are you goat or are you fish? Make the
We got a fish at the verses.
The goat claims that the fish has disrespected the goat. What do you say? What do you say? What do you say to the goat? What do you... No, fallen goat. Oh, my mercy. What do you say to the goat? What do you say to the goat? Bad goat. Oh, it's the fish is mocking the goat, trying to speak your language, goat. And the fish said to the goat, "That's my culture. Wait, your culture is not my costume. Your fish is not my. Your goat is not my. Your goat is not my fish. Your fish is not my goat. Are you goat or are you fish? Goat.
Make some noise for the Say, goats, you ever feel like your life is a series of meaningless choices and that nothing you ever do matters and that you're just surrounded by a whole bunch of fences that are all around you trying to contain your choices and what you can do with your life and that everything is not really important and then one day it's just going to all be over and you don't know what to do about that? Do you ever feel like that?
Goat vs. Fish has been employing this series of questions into the routine of Goat vs. Fish for several verses now. Sunshine may recall it from the verses at the Corbin Bowl. We, of course, follow up, are you goat or fish? And they will say goat or fish. Why do you choose goat? Why do you choose fish? How do you versus the goat? How do you versus the fish? But recently, Goat vs. Fish has been adding this existential element that has always been there in the verses, within the verses of Goat vs. Fish, just more explicitly calling out the meaningless arbitrariness of a universe without Goat vs. Fish. But of course, the universe does contain Goat vs. Fish. Goat vs. Fish contains the universe. So you don't have to feel all that existential dread because you just have to remember that it's Goat vs. Fish. It's a celebration. Marcus Scullman says, why are fish beefing with goats specifically? What do goats do to piss off all the water-breathing vertebrate kind? Well, at the beginning of this Netflix is a Joke versus, what happened was we asked someone, are you goat or are you fish? And they said goat, but while they were declaring goat, someone on the other side of the room said fish, and they were sort of interrupting the goat. And the goat thought that the fish was disrespecting the goat because the fish was not being directly asked, are you goat or fish? The fish was just interjecting their declaration of fish while the goat was responding their declaration of goat. And then, in response, the fish started mocking the goat by bleating at the goat, even though fish usually blub. And so it became this whole thing like, hey, are you making fun of how I speak? So that's just this verses, but every verses is a little different, Marcus Scullman. And Marcus Scullman, are you goat or are you fish? What's going on in that skull? Are you goat or are you fish? And Dragon Ball C25 says, it's a funny routine. Why, thank you, Goat versus Fish. We happen to think it can be a funny routine, too. Goat vs. Fish isn't always funny, but hey, it's at the Comedy Store on Netflix. It's a joke fest, so it sounds pretty funny to Goat vs. Fish. Sounds pretty funny to Goat vs. Fish.
Really important and then one day it's just going to all be over and you don't know what to do about that? Do you ever feel like that? Yes? Well, guess what? It's Goat versus Fish. You don't need to worry about all of that. It's a land of goat and a sea of fish. It's a sea of fish and a land of goats. There's no need for pretense. Do not sit on the fence. This is Goat versus Fish. Oh, together now. Goat versus Fish. Goat versus Fish. Goat versus Fish. This is Goat versus Fish.
Hey, Sunshine.
Hello.
Have you ever ridden It's a Small Verses at Mickey Rat's Disney Place here in Los Angeles?
I never gone to Disney Place in my life.
You've never gone to Disney Place in your life?
Yeah. My parents went 2 years before my older sister was born, but my sister and I have never gone to Disney Place.
Do you have any desire to go to Disney Place during your terminal existence?
I haven't thought about it.
I
I wouldn't mind. I think once the fancy flight administration gets sorted out, I'd be happy to go to Florida versus. I was in Fort Lauderdale earlier last year, and it was Florida's very nice. At least that part of it. So I'd like to go again once the fancy situation dies down a bit.
But there's Los Angeles Disney Place.
Oh,
Yes, there's Disney Place Los Angeles.
I haven't gone there either.
Yes. For a mere donation of $2,000 American dollars, we could easily afford a trip to Disney Place. It probably costs nearly that much. So, celebration. Could we live stream the whole thing? No.
We have to fly from Burbank to LAX and then go to Anaheim.
It's a big versus.
Yeah.
Is Sunshine not performing? Sunshine, you seem to be performing right now.
I think he means in the Din Don show.
Well, Well, son, you can. Well, wait a versus. We can hear you in the crowd.
Yeah, I'm in the crowd. I'm technically performing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you know that when you are in the crowd, in the congregation of Goat versus Fish, that your very applause to the songs and your singing along is going to be taken as an inspiration by the rest of the congregation who follow along, to follow your lead. You're leading the very audience in the celebration of Goat versus Fish. This is a critical versus.
Yeah.
This is a critical versus.
Oh.
So thanks for being in the audience, Sunshine.
Yeah. I'm the hype audience.
Yes, the hype is the crowd. It's just a mere 2,000 versus American dollars. Now on discount for $1,999. Sun is in his BB King era, a sitting fish.
Oh, if I was in my BB King era, I'd be like,
Oh wait, let's really king you out here. Please welcome GoatVsFish, welcome. Welcome now to the congregation. BB King, that's Blub Blub the Sunfish. That's Blub Blub King. Makes a noise for Blub Blub King. It's Blub Blub King. I can't stand because I ate too many Belgian chocolates. I have type 2 versities. And here's every famous blues musician up to join me on my own show. And I'm just going to do this the whole time. And that's all I have to do because I made this music. And everyone else added to it. If I want to play fast, I'll just get Joe Bonamassa. It's Blub Blub King, everyone. Seems that we have a new character on Goat versus Fish. We've got Blub Blub King.
Blub Blub King.
Blub Blub King.
I think I might need to gain another 350-pound versus.
We believe in you. Listen, the Blub Blub King. It's all in the mind. The Blub Blub King is all in the mind. It's the Blub Blub King, and speaking of someone who can just say, "Hey, it's my show. I'm going to bring on other more talented." Famous musicians to cover for me because I created the show and I created the musication so I can have someone else do all the musication for me. Welcome to the Goat versus Fish Morning Motivational with music by Sunshine Celebration. I think BB King is onto something there.
I'm already playing more than BB King, and BB King fans will tell me I'm playing too much.
Wow, we didn't know Sunshine was ready to throw so much shade.
I like BB King. I'm just tired of blues.
We've heard this refrain before. Celebration for King Goliath X, who follows GoatVsFish forever. Celebration. King Goliath X. We're watching the Ding Dong Show on GoatVsFish on the Netflix's Joke Fest at the Comedy Store. We took a brief Blub Blub King interlude. Appreciation for following GoatVsFish.
Another blues for you too, Live Sergeant FootFest.
Hello, the two kings. Appreciate 3 kings. We've got King Goliath, we've got Blub Blub King, and we've got Goat-vs-Fish. Appreciation, King Goliath X.
We 3 BB Kings are here eating fish.
Lysergic with a gifted versus to King Goliath X. Celebration! Celebration! Oh, yes! Celebration! For the gifted verses!
Celebration!
That's a subscription for fish. That's a subscription for fish. King eats for free around here. Nice verses.
Ooh.
Nice verses.
With the sunshine emotes already. Hello, King Goliath. Much appreciation.
King Goliath X, are you goat or are you fish? We return now to GoatVsFish on the Ding Dong Show. Appreciation, Lysergic Freak Fish.
GoatVsFish.
Hey, GoatVsFish.
Why aren't you sitting down? I thought you were a king.
GoatVsFish? Well, that's some whole other thing. GoatVsFish will rise above it all.
This is how you have to sit. Like this. Like BB King.
Are you sure you're not just laying down?
BB King always lays down, but when BB King leans back like this, his belly's really moving the guitar all the way up here, and his big hands are like this and doing that.
Fish all the way from King Goliath X.
The thrill is gone. Where my crackers at?
Don't you mean 4 kings? Don't you mean 4 kings? My application to be the vizier advisor to Lord GoatVsFish is still open and waiting review. This is taking longer than YouTube to recognize 3,000 watch hours by GoatVsFish. Oh. Say, can I keep my position as king just as an honorary title, Lord GoatVsFish? Even as your advisor, could I in your courtly court? Could I please? Could I be called king anyway? Just as a courtesy of my former station.
You need to shred guitar like BB King before you become king.
Oh, okay.
Can you do this? I got the thrill is gone.
Well, let's see. Let's see what let's see. I'll just. Okay, here we go. Here we go. How was that? How was that?
You can be a good court jester.
Oh yeah.
I guess you are Baby King after all.
I'm the Burger Bee King.
Now you just have to.
I wish I had my little job back.
Now you just need to sit down on a recliner and not move for 50 years while eating rotisserie chickens for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
The Ding Dong Show on Netflix is a joke with Goat vs. Fish continues.
Celebration! Celebration! Beware the fence sitter who chooses neither goat nor fish! Fence sitter! Oh, it's early. I have all day to do it. I'll just wait until later. Oh, now it's too late. I'm too tired. I'll just wait to do it again tomorrow. Now it's early again. Oh, I have all day. Oh, no, I'll choose goat or fish tomorrow. Oh, I'm too busy to choose goat or fish. Why can't I be both a goat and a fish? Why can't I be a rhinoceros or a bear or a unicorn or something? I think goat versus fish is stupid. How did goat versus fish get their way onto Netflix? It's a joke anyway. Oh, my verses. I've been doing comedy for 23 years and I still haven't got on Netflix to do it. What's goat versus fish? Is there something they're saying goat versus fish over and over and over again? I can't believe them. We're trying to have a show here, fence sitter, please. Please choose goat or fish. Make some sympathy for the poor people. Is it anyone's birthday today? No. Yeah? Mighty birthday to you.
It's just that simple, Goat and Fish.
Birthday to you. Mighty birthday, dear. Are you goat or fish? Go, mighty birthday to you. As we await the return of Don Barris, we now entreat you all to. Yes?
Yeah, keep it going. Have fun.
Oh, we're having fun.
Higher energy, though.
Higher energy? Okay, it's time to reach a higher plane of existence with Goat vs. Fish.
So this was an interesting audible for Goat vs. Fish. Usually the highest energy verses that Goat vs. Fish can do is to get everyone singing Goat vs. Fish, Goat vs. Fish. But we thought maybe we would do that when Don was still in the verses. But somehow when they said higher energy to Goat vs. Fish, Goat vs. Fish simply thought, what we need to achieve high energy on Goat vs. Fish, what we really need is a meditation. A high frequency, high energy meditation to achieve higher planes of existence. Higher planes of existence that are all Goat vs. Fish, that are all still Goat vs. Fish. So that's just what we did.
It is time for your meditation. Goat versus fish, goat versus fish, goat versus fish, goat versus fish. Goat versus fish, goat versus fish, goat versus fish, goat versus fish. 最初からヤギは進む側でございます。ヤギか魚を選んでください。でもフェンスの上に座らないで。ヤギは進む魚ですよ。すごいすごい。Celebration. すごい celebration. Higher energy.
There you go. Come on, one more time. Go for it.
Are you going to fish?
You know that I am a goat.
You could see that Don was getting ready to move the show on, but we were not going to let that show move on without Don declaring goat or fish, and they got high energy. That verse is from Goat vs. Fish. We need Don's participation. Don Barris declares goat on Netflix is a joke.
Come on, one more time. Go for it.
Are you going to fish?
You know that I am a goat. The only thing that I need more than anything, I'm going to bring up the next act.
Your best friend?
You're not my friend at all. You tell people that I am, but I'm not your friend at all. The only reason you're here is because you're roommates with our executive producer over there.
So Goat versus Fish. Goat versus Fish lingers for another few verses, but that is the set of Goat versus Fish. That's the set of Goat versus Fish. That's the set of Goat versus Fish. What do you think of the set of Goat versus Fish? You who just watched the Don Barris Ding Dong Show Netflix is a Joke Comedy Store set of Goat versus Fish. What do you think about what you just witnessed? But for our first recap, we will ask again, though we asked once before. For the sake of the segment, we'll ask once more. Say, Sunshine, you were there live, and what are your thoughts now with your revisitation of this set of Goat versus Fish?
It was very versatile. Many a goat and fish were asked as to whether they would goat and fish, and all of them complied. There were no fence sitters, and everyone had a versatile time, and high energy was had by all, including Don Barris. Despite his choosing goat.
How do you feel about Don Barris being goat, being a fish yourself?
It made sense.
There you have it. It makes sense. Nothing makes more sense than Goat versus Fish. That was Goat vs. Fish on Netflix is a Joke. It is another triumph for Goat vs. Fish. Let us count the verses. Goat and Fish, for when Goat vs. Fish goes on to youtube.com/Goat vs. Fish. And when we go into the studio of Goat vs. Fish, and when we look about and we go to, hey, let's go to our default upload defaults. Goat vs. Fish has now added to our default. Goat vs. Fish is the one true versus, as seen on America's Got Talent. Netflix is a Joke. Adult Swim, Kill Tony, The Ding Dong Show, the Showtime Comedy Store Documentary, Green Jellÿ, Deep Fat Fried, the Radioactive Chicken Heads, MC of Willytown Fest, winner of the Nephew Network's FootFest, the Goat vs. Fish versus Vermin Supreme presidential debate, and live streams on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. It's another versus. Netflix is a Joke has been triumphed by Goat vs. Fish. And Goat vs. Fish will be at the Corbin Bowl in Tarzana, California at 7:45 p.m. Get there earlier with Sunshine to open up another Netflix is a Joke comedy event at the Corbin Bowl. It's free, Goat and Fish. It's free. All you have to do is be there. In celebration, opening up the verses for all the Valley comedians at the Corbin Bowl. Thank you for joining this Verses of Goat vs. Fish. We've got It's Sunshine. You can follow It's Sunshine on Twitch, or Music by Sunshine. That's S-A-N, Sunshine. Music by Sunshine on Instagram. This has been a review of Goat vs. Fish on Netflix is a Joke. So leave a comment saying how you think that Goat vs. Fish totally deserve verses to be on Netflix is a Joke. Or leave a comment and say, Goat vs. Fish, you don't deserve verses to be on Netflix is a Joke. Leave a commentation saying that Netflix is a Joke is a false versus. Leave a commentation saying that when Goat vs. Fish debated Vermin Supreme that we joined a protest outside of Netflix because they were protesting for increased salaries and negotiation power for actors and verses like that, where we also saw Sarah Silverman walking about, and then you can say, Goat vs. Fish, how dare you do that, and then several years later be a shill and be on the Netflix is a Joke Fest. You're a hypocrite, Goat vs. Fish! You're a hypocrite! We just want to bring you more Goat vs. Fish celebration! The Ding Dong Show every Monday at the Comedy Store Los Angeles, 10:30 p.m. But whatever you think about Goat vs. Fish on Netflix is a Joke. Know this. Goat vs. Fish has made many friends on the Ding Dong Show, and they have been very supportive of Goat vs. Fish. And Goat vs. Fish, after a year of ding-donging, Goat vs. Fish is very pleased to lend our verses, our celebrations, our motivations, our high energy to introduce the Ding Dong Show on Netflix is a Joke at the Comedy Store Los Angeles. The honor is Goat vs. Fish. The honor is Goat vs. Fish. Thank you for welcoming Goat vs. Fish. Are you goat or are you fish? And that's the verses. That's the verses. That was a nice little tiny verses of Ding Dong Show review. Let's go, Goat vs. Fish. It's like Goat vs. Fish's CV. Goat vs. Fish always detested writing CVs, but now we kind of like it because now we're proud of Goat vs. Fish. We're proud of Goat vs. Fish. We're proud of Goat vs. Fish. So yes, go to the Ding Dong Show clip on YouTube. Go to that verses and leave a commentation. Leave a commentation and like the verses. Meanwhile, we've got a YouTube poll that has 56% for goat and 33% for fish. So we're going to call that a triumph for goat. We're going to call that a triumph for goat in the YouTube poll. We have reached 1 hour and 53 minutes. Well, we suppose the verses isn't done yet. We've still got 7 whole minutes of verses. We've got 7 whole minutes of verses, goat and fish. How about a marble race on Goat vs. Fish? How about a marble race on Goat vs. Fish? How about a marble race on Goat vs. Fish, just to round out the verses? Wasted height, says Goat. Celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat. Let's get a random marble race of Goat vs. Fish. Oh, what the fan? Oh, what? There's new skins now. Are there any goat or fish? Fence sitter. Goat versus fish. The fence? Fault. Oh no. Oh my verses. Oh my verses. What the? It's all black and white, but there's no black and white. There's only goat and fish. Oh, get the fence out of here. Checking for goat and fish. It's mostly just fence creatures. What the fence is Pong and Pac-Man doing in this verses? Go back. We want a race. We want a race. What's this? Farewell memorable heaven. Okay. Let's try that versus. I had to do work stuff. I'm back. Do like 6 more hours of Goat vs. Fish so I don't miss anything else. Well, on not this Friday, but next Friday, you're going to be getting 5 hours of Goat vs. Fish. So celebration. A mere 6 hours. Oh, I can fix Amber Heard. Appreciation for your contribution to the congregation. Exclamation play in the Twitch chat. Exclamation play to join Goat vs. Fish. And of course, you can go into the YouTube chat and you can vote in the poll. But it's time to exclamation play on Goat vs. Fish. You have 2 minutes and 47 seconds to join the marbleization race. And while you're at it, you can enjoy the Sunshine Musications and just chat along with Goat vs. Fish. Where's my marble? Exclamation play. Where is your marble? What the fence is going on? I can fix Amber Heard.
It appears I can fix Amber Heard has lost his marbles.
Oh, what the fence? Oh, there we are. I can fix Amber Heard. There you are. Remember, you are a subscriber to Goat vs. Fish, so if you type exclamation play 2 or exclamation play 3, then you can have an interesting skin. What the fence is going on here? Wasted height. Wasted height. Didn't you used to be in like a car? Wasted height. Have you given up on the world of material possessions and had gone on an epic psychedelic trip, and now you've become this? Is that what happened to you? You have lysergic freak fish in the verses. You have lysergic freak fish. Generally, yes, that's what we thought. I can fix Amber Heard. Trying to buy their way to triumph. There's BBDH187. Exclamation play to join Goat vs. Fish. Exclamation play to join Goat vs. Fish. Exclamation play to join Goat vs. Fish. The winner is entitled to a sticker pack of Goat vs. Fish. Want to win those stickers? You better join the verses. Type exclamation play. You will get a 1 ounce package of stickers from Goat vs. Fish. Type exclamation play. You want 2 pounds of stickers? Ah, yes. Well, we'll have to do a calculation on that versus 2 pounds of stickers. We'll have to do a calculation on that versus. We'll have to do some kind of calculation. You think it would be like 80? Goat vs. Fish by the pound? We would love to send you 2 pounds of stickers. When you say it came to 40 a pound, are you speaking of the shipping to Goat vs. Fish? Are you speaking of the shipping to Goat vs. Fish? And are you talking mixed decals, or are you talking just the price you set? Yes, we will have to look into it. We'll have to look into it. You have 29 seconds, but if you really want to order 2 pounds of stickers, Goat vs. Fish will make a note of that. Goat vs. Fish will make a note. Goat vs. Fish is starting to make a note of, now that we have the store, which provides for... Oh, my verses. Why the fence? Get the fence out of here. Now that we have the store of Goat vs. Fish that does most of the shipping, now we can take special merch order requests. And the race is beginning, but we are going to put 2 pounds of stickers that I Can Fix Amber Heard wants. And it was written. And the verses are on, and I Can Fix Amber Heard, who started in the lead, is climbing. It's almost as if they've had experience climbing a whole bunch of fences. And they're going through, they're climbing high, Goat and Fish. In the clouds, high into the clouds, but somehow Lysergic Freak Fish has leapt into the verses. But look at all these fences now ready to block you, or are they just stalking you? Are they even interrupting the verses? But here's a rotation fence. It's a bit hard to see up here. We're so high that it's a bit hard to see. It's getting a bit cloudy. Things are getting a bit hazy on Goat vs. Fish. But there's the Uncle Bo as they go down, working their way around. And now it's all been shifted around. BBDH 187 is now leading the verses. BBDH 187 claims the triumph. Oh, is that the triumph? Or oh no, they have to go down all these fences now. They have to go down all these fences. Oh my verses. How do we even get through? The verses isn't done yet. But Goat vs. Fish and Wasted Height have been totally eaten. I Can Fix Amber Heard hit a ball. The Uncle Bo, BBDH 187, and Lysergic Freak Fish are the only ones remaining, and Lysergic Freak Fish is using this opportunity. Oh wait, no, I Can Fix Amber Heard is still in the verses. They started off with a head start, but now they're in last. There we have the gold of the crown of Goat vs. Fish and Blub King. And here we have Lysergic Freak Fish, the Uncle Bo, BBDH 187, I Can Fix Amber Heard. And now we enter the spinning balls of Goat vs. Fish. The spinning balls of Goat vs. Fish, a versus we've seen many times in these marbleization races. And now everything's getting all fenced up, and who's going to end up with the triumph? It's hard to say, it's hard to know. The Uncle Bo! Oh, there goes the Uncle Bo coming off into the verses now. The Uncle Bo takes the lead, blocked by a fence there, leaving an opportunity open for BBDH 187. Work got in the way of marble rolling. Oh, BBDH 187. Sorry, Bayot in 420. That's just how the marble rolls. Goat versus Fish. That's just how the fish goats. And these fences are just getting in the way everywhere. BBDH 187 trying to pick up speed, but the Uncle Bo and BBDH are about equally versus. It's a Goat versus Fish situation. It's the Uncle Bo Goat versus BBDH 187 the Fish. Lysergic Freak Fish now in third. Here comes the Uncle Bo. Can the Uncle Bo complete the drop? And the Uncle Bo takes the triumph. Celebration!
Uncle Bo. Celebration.
Uncle Bo! Yeah! Celebration. Rigged, cried I Can Fix Amber Heard. Rigged, cried I Can Fix Amber Heard. Remarble says I Can Fix Amber Heard. Oh, my verses. Oh, we'd love to remarble. Tell you what, Goat and Fish. Sunshine and Goat versus Fish have been versing very hard here on this Netflix Fest. We do tire, so we must start winding down the verses. We must start winding down the verses out of respect for the rest of Goat vs. Fish and the rest of Sunshine. However, we will say, Goat vs. Fish will say right here, right now, today, that for 10 versus American dollars, we'll roll one more marble race, and you can decide who we do on the radiation. But until such verses, Goat versus Fish is going to start counting. It's going to start counting our way out. How does that sound, Sunshine? Sound like a fair versus?
Sounds like a decent versus.
Sunshine is in coalition with Goat versus Fish on that one. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. We have the Uncle Bo Goat. We have the Uncle Bo Goat. We have the Uncle Bo Goat with the triumph on the marbleization celebration. The Uncle Bo Goat with a triumph on the marbleization. That's a versus for Goat. That's a versus for Goat. That's a versus for Goat. One marble win 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 for Goat. And on the YouTube poll, the YouTube poll has not budged. We've got 56% for Goat and 33% for Fish. And Fence Flicks with 11%. So that's a poll. That's a poll. That's a poll for Goat. Goat won the previous verses. The Cabra contra Pez Celebración was more of a celebration of Goat and Fish. There wasn't much counting going on, just a bunch of fun and carousing. So Goat are still on a streak of one. Goat are still on a streak of one. And now let's count. We've got 1,052 bits for Goat, 1,052 bits for Goat. And we've got 10 for Fish. 1,052 for Goat and 10 for Fish. 1,052 for Goat and 10 for Fish. That's a versus for Goat. That's a versus for Goat. Celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat. Celebration for Goat. If we now count the Goat and Fish, we've got 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6 Goat, and 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, 11s, 12 Fish. That's a versus for Fish. That's a versus for Fish. That's a verse for Fish. That's a versus for Fish. Versus for Fish. And we've got the Clown Triggerfish. We've got the Clown Triggerfish representation. 1 subscription from Lysergic Freakfish. That's 1 sub. How many subs do we have for Goat? How many subs do we have for Fish? How many subs are on the fence? We have only had 1 subscription this versus, and that goes from a gifted versus from Lysergic Freakfish. So that's a versus for Fish. That's a versus for Fish. The Uncle Bo, for 10,000 channel points, says, we're not going to let this versus get away from us, are we? The Uncle Bo with 10,000 channel points redeems a versus for Goat. Redeems a versus for Goat. Redeems a versus for Goat. Celebration for Goat. 10,000 channel points of Goat. 10,000 channel points of Goat. It's a versus for Goat. It's a versus for Goat. And that puts our verses at 4 verses, including the marbleization win. That's 4 verses for Goat. 1s, 2s, 3s, 4 for the Goat. 2 for the Fish. 4 for the Goat and 2 for the Fish. 4 for the Goat and 2 for the Fish. We are almost ready. We're almost ready. We're almost ready to make our declaration of who does triumph, the Goat or the Fish. We're almost ready. We're almost ready. We're almost ready, but because the Uncle Bo has redeemed... Ooh, Cyberpunk Festiverses? That sounds fun. Because the Uncle Bo has redeemed a versus for Goat, we are going to take a quick peek at some Goat. We're going to take a quick peek at some Goat. Well, you know what? Do Goat versus Fish. How about? Well, here's a versus of Goat in honor of Goat versus Fish on Netflix is a Joke on the Ding Dong Show with Don Barris. Here's your Goat. Celebration of versus for Goat. It's Don Barris of the Ding Dong Show wearing Goat. Celebration. A versus for Goat. A versus for Goat. A versus for Goat. Yes. celebration. If you wish to offer Don your celebration for Goat, Goat versus Fish. They have comments turned off as of now. They have comments turned off right now, so you can't comment, but you can like it if you wish. You can like it if you wish. You can like it if you wish. Billy Power Max says Bat, Lion, Raptor is a true versus that won't be denied.
My bum is on the rail. Bum is on the rail. Look at me. My bum is on the rail.
It's true. Bat, Lion, Raptor won't be denied because why would we waste time denying a versus that is so obviously false that it does not even deserve the recognition of Goat versus Fish? So here we are, Goat and Fish. We are now going to call the verses. We're going to call the verses in after the count of Goat versus Fish. After a count of Goat versus Fish, we're going to call the verses. It's currently 4-2. It's currently 4-2 with another 1,043 bits. Fish could steal one versus from Goat and make it an even versus of 3-3. That would seem to be, or you could redeem 10,000 channel points of a versus for Fish. Those seem to be the tactical options available to Fish. Goat, you can always invest more in Goat and secure your victory, because at the count of Goat versus Fish, we are going to make our declaration as to who does triumph. Will the streak of Goat continue to 2, or will Fish seize the verses? Counting up from Goat versus Fish, it goes like this. G O A T V S F I S H. Goat versus Fish. And that's the versus. The goat do triumph over the Fish with 4 verses to do, The goat do triumph over the Fish. The goat do triumph over the Fish. Celebration for Goat, Goat, yeah. Goat, I go back. Celebrate our Goat. 4-3, actually. Oh, Lysergic Freak Fish. Redeemed a versus for Fish. An honorable versus. Lysergic Freak Fish, an honorable versus. And in honor of your honorable versus of Fish. In honor of your honorable versus of Fish, we presentation to you this. It's a Goat triumph, but sometimes you've got a little bit to say. You've got a little bit to say about those Goat, don't you? And so here we are.
Enough. Where? Damn these goats. Like, enough. Where are you going? Like, what are you doing? There's something seriously wrong with them. Like, are they not embarrassed? You're a grown-ass goat. Look around. That space does not fit your body. Oh, you like the salt up there? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll tell you what, next time you're about to go on the cliff, just say that out loud. Have you heard what that sounds like out loud? Because I feel like you might need to. I can't stand these goats.
That's a versus for Fish. Hiding from the Fish, says Lysergic. Hiding from the Fish. We now mark the Goat streak. Up to 2.
Fish can climb water.
We've seen it.
Celebration.
The goat streak is up to 2 now. The goat streak is up to 2. Goat and Fish, we are going to leave you now. We're going to leave you now with a Triumph for Goat, Bo is like, no. We're going to leave you now on this Triumph for Goat. The goat are leaping, the goat are jumping, they're having fun. The Uncle Bo is leaping for joy. This has been a Versus of Goat vs. Fish. We wish to remind you all, Goat and Fish, of the patrons of Goat vs. Fish. Ben Birdperson, The Quacksnader, Jimmy Wrench, Mama Joe Brahma Joe, Standard Average, Tugger Rugger, Hogrim, Elder Grown, Uber Kitten, Patty Stador, Eventually Gold, Prism Bloom, Lord Saturn, Psychic Buckeye 12, Drew, Karmic, Brew Lawrence, Atro, Sourdough, Watt 9807, That One Bullet Guy, Napoleon Doom, and I Can Fix Amber Heard. We know many of you hear it. You hear it every stream. We hear it every stream. But Goat vs. Fish, the hustle of Goat vs. Fish will not be denied. So consider joining patreon.com/GoatVsFish for 5, 10, or 20 versus American dollars a month. You may also join free for notifications. But please join patreon.com/GoatVsFish. William, with me and you, William Worth More. Join patreon.com/GoatVsFish. Because that's one of the best ways to support Goat vs. Fish. Twitch doesn't take a percentage. YouTube doesn't take a percentage. YouTube has still yet to update its verses. It's still holding out. It's like, maybe we'll just not give Goat vs. Fish those 3,000 hours, but they will. Appreciation to all of those at the humble congregation of Goat vs. Fish. We now give the verses over to Sunshine for some Sunshine time. And while Sunshine is making some musications, we're going to prepare the golden SG of Goat vs. Fish for Sunshine to just fence around with for a quick verses. But Goat and Fish, appreciation from the one true verses of Goat vs. Fish. And now your musication vessel, it's Sunshine. There's Sunshine. There they are.
This is some good medication. Whoa! I felt that. That was all in my head, by the way. The camera didn't just fall. Anywho. Hello, congregation. I am running on fumes once again. This is day 2 of running on fumes. Yesterday was another Netflix is a Joke show where we went to support Carolyn Glode, and we went to support Ray Cameron, who will hopefully be here one of these verses. And I dropped back a little early. Goat vs. Fish stayed on, and he had a little party poo with the rest of the comedians while I went home and fell asleep after eating my burgers, which were miraculously unscathed after I fell and bruised myself. But this medication has been making me feel much better versus. So now I'm able to verse accordingly. Yeah. And what else is there? I don't know about this Dr. Fish. I feel like this Dr. Fish might be a little bit of a quack, like a duck. Can you quack? Can you quack like a duck when you verse? That's an entirely different verse right there. Celebration to everybody. Uncle Bo, Lysergic Feed Fish. Hi-Fi Protege. Hello, Hi-Fi Protege. Yeah, Hi-Fi Protege. Where have you been? You were supposed to be here one of these verses. you're supposed to finish the painting so we can market it to many art enthusiasts. Can you tune a fish? Oh, I see what you did there. You should save that. Save that for the show on the 12th. Uncle Bo says he can have your stickers. Well, celebration. Yeah, like I said, I'm running on fumes and my brain is in a very floaty place right now. But I may or may not be streaming video games today. I can't confirm or deny. But what I can confirm is that I'll be testing out this other guitar that I'll be playing on tomorrow's Netflix is a Joke versus. Yeah. Oh yeah, entertainment is just like landscaping. It's like a lot of manual labor. You have to carry amplifiers up a flight of stairs. You have to fight off groupies, boyfriends while they ask you about your gear. Yeah, groupies are a form of fish versus. Okay. This has very good action. I was expecting the action to be much higher, but this is very low and very, very comfortable.
Oh, my verses. Well, yes, we got it. We got it set up at your request.
Yeah.
And we got it set up, and we told them we want low action, and that's what they did. That's what they did for Goat vs. Fish.
Do you like low action?
Oh, we're enjoying it very much. It's not as much effort for Goat vs. Fish. It's not as much work for Goat vs. Fish.
It's so easy to just play guitars that have low action. There's some modifications I would personally do to this guitar. But again, this is Goat vs. Fish's Epiphone versus.
A shout out to Eric's Guitar Shop. Eric's Guitar Shop in Los Angeles. They do excellent verses. They do excellent verses on all your guitar needs. This was the first electric guitar of Goat vs. Fish. At first, we only had acoustic, and then with the help of the congregation, we made a selection of the SG for Goat vs. Fish. S is in fish, G is in goat. It has horns. It's got horns on there like a goat, or you could say they're fins like a fish. And we saw black ones, we saw blue ones, we saw red ones. And then we thought, well, what color would go best for Goat vs. Fish? And then Goat vs. Fish entered, of all places, Guitar Center. And there they had on special, Guitar Center special only, golden SG Epiphone. And we thought, gold for the crown of Goat vs. Fish? Why, that's just the verses we need. Now, if you press this pedal to the goat side or to the fish side, you will cycle through various other voices and sounds if you want to try them.
I haven't seen one of these in 20 years. Aha. These are like Nyan Cat noises.
Look at all the fun you can have, sunshine. Just look at the fun.
Celebration. Okay, I can go for Eric Johnson. This is more Eric Clapton. Celebration.
You can't wait for electric bagpipes? Well, as a matter of versus... Bud Morgan. Goat vs. Fish knows someone in the comedy scene, Chase Don't Joke, and they play the bagpipes, and we're trying to get them to be a guest on Goat vs. Fish, a special bagpipe edition of Goat vs. Fish. It's happening.
Ooh. Okay, this guitar works very nicely. This is Eruption. I can't tap, but... Yeah, I can't tap.
This is. So on this one, you just pluck, you just set it and forget it. Pluck it and forget it.
Oh, I forgot it.
This is the multi-effects pedal. Goat vs. Fish thought, hey, pedals are expensive, but what if we just got one pedal that was all the pedals? So my verses. So Sunshine will tell you this. Just as the keyboard has so many sounds and effects, if your repertoire included such a verses as this, it could, for the sake of the multifaceted verses that is Goat vs. Fish, allow you to create all kinds of interesting sounds to accompany whatever verses we might be talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, we know you have your standards over there in Jazzland, but there's a lot of fun to be had. There's a lot of fun to be had with a humble little verses like this here.
Even if you see my Instagram stories, the guitar player Pat Metheny uses almost a synth-like sound for his jazz playing. From the show I went to the Disney Hall.
Well, we did see some verses on your Instagram. So if you want to see what kind of verses Sunshine gets up to in Musication Land, what kind of shows they're going to, Sunshine's always going to interesting shows. So you can check out Music by Sunshine on Instagram and hope to catch some glimpse into the mighty shows as witnessed by Sunshine from the Instagram. Goats won today already. The versus was declared. I can fix Amber Heard. The Goats did triumph.
Yeah, I think for tomorrow's versus, I could do this through the acoustic amp.
Well, but it will already be plugged into the system. It will already be plugged into the verses by Goat vs. Fish. We're going directly into the verses.
This direct.
Well, we'll try both verses. We'll try to go from the effects pedal into the DI box. Is that a false versus?
I don't know if I would use that.
What the fence? What do you mean you don't think you'd use that?
I think you might be better to just go DI.
But then we won't be able to get any of the other sounds that are so clever for Goat versus Fish. So many moods for Goat versus Fish. Why the fence not?
I mean, you can.
What's fancy about it?
You can.
Is it really so offensive?
What's a clean sound?
Oh well, you just have to go to this.
Oh, empty? Oh. Where did all the frequencies go?
Well, what do you wish? Well, if we have this versus, and then if you're looking for something with a bit of reverb or something like this, you could try Lush Acoustic.
That's reverb delay chorus. I mean, it'll be funny to do that. Yeah, so I'll do Tijuana Goats with
this versus.
It's actually a little funny.
You can use this to make programification. It has built in within. So each one of these, so this Lush Acoustic, as you say, you can dive into it and you can see you can see the chain, you can see a pedal chain, and then you can adjust each pedal within the chain to its own specification, and you can reorder the order of the pedals within the chain within each verses, and you can make a custom verses and selection from their hundreds of pedals that they have within it to make your own special pedal chain selection that is entirely up to you, and each pedal can have its own modification and can be chained as you wish. And then you can turn them on and off within each selection. So there is actually much more customization to this versus than
I think you're describing
you first see.
This unit. How much did that unit cost?
This was several verses ago. We think it might have been a couple hundred verse American dollars.
Okay, for a few more, you could get a used this.
I
got this for like 600.
So this has all the same variation of which you describe.
Yeah, this one has a much higher fidelity. And it's a lot more robust. When this came out, when the ad set came out, it was probably 1,400 versus American dollars. But now, since the new units came out, these ones have dropped to like 500, 600.
We will say this, that the versus of Goat versus Fish is much more portable. We'll say that.
Oh yeah, they even have a smaller one, like half the size, like probably the size now. The newer ones have, at least.
Well, it is. We think that this would be a very fine versus for Goat versus Fish. When Goat versus Fish goes to busking on the beaches of Venice or some such verses.
Oh, that's much better.
Something like this could be much simpler.
Better for busking. But yeah, also this is a lot more involved. It's a lot more. You're doing the menus and tweak stuff.
But you can do that here as well. You can. There's much menu tweaking to be had here as well. As we said, you can customization each verses with up to 5 pedals and up to all kinds of verses like this.
Live Sergeant Feedfish, please forgive Goat versus Fish for comparing a Zoom pedal to a ad set.
Oh, how dare you compare? How dare you compare a goat to a fish? How dare you compare a goat to a fish?
But yeah, this is very similar verses, but the simpler one would be like a line sits helix kind of thing, where it's more user friendly. This one's a little more like fancy in terms of like how involved it gets, and I'd imagine the line sits is more portable. But yeah, either way, the Lush Acoustic versus works great for the. Let me try once more, and make sure that it's to Sunshine standards. Yeah, so put me on Lush Acoustic for that, and then, you know.
Okay, well, you can, in future verses, after the stream of Goat versus Fish, or you can experimentation with any. There may be some other ones up. Let's try some of these. Just give a pluck.
You want me to try the high gain one?
Well, let's just see what happened.
That's good too. Maybe not. No. Not that either. No. Yeah, I think 10 and the other one, the one before that, those two are perfect.
Because these are all getting pretty. It's a fun versus. That's that one again. Oh, there's this versus. Oh wait, no. That's got a bunch of extra verses on it. So yes. Oh, what's this versus?
It's a little, there's a lot of high and missing from the sound.
Ah.
Yeah. The sound... Nah.
Okay, so we think we have then we can go with this versus.
Yeah.
Or we can go with this versus.
Yeah.
And of course we leave this up to you.
I don't know why this sounds a little... This actually sounds better. Empty sounds better than high-gain acoustic. Yeah, this one sounds much better.
Ah.
Here, half the frequencies are missing in this one.
Oh no. We don't like that.
They all come back here. And this one's like a... It's a very like glittery, fancy, like VTuber kind of vibe. It's all pretty and stuff, you know. But it'd be very funny to use this sound. But if you want like another, I would say this one might be better.
We leave it up to you. You're the musication vessel of Goat versus Fish. Your wisdom becomes the wisdom of Goat versus Fish. Well, we also have to ponder what is going to sound best with the blubs. Do we want the blubs to cut through the verses? Because the blubs are quite a funny verses themselves.
We won't know until we hear this in front of the thing.
Ah, well, we can...
Because it'll be, you want to have to take the room sound into account and all that. But knowing whoever's behind the midst, so they'll be fine.
Yes.
They'll level it just about. And the blubs, since the blubs aren't going through any effects pedals, like it'll be heard.
Yes.
And it'll be very loud. And
well, we can also try the verses without the pedal. We can try all these configurations as long as we show up early enough to the verses.
Yeah. I would say through an acoustic amp would be great. That acoustic amp would be the best. But if they are making you go direct out, then
well, we will be prepared for any verses.
Yeah.
We'll be prepared for any verses.
Okay.
We will be prepared for any verses. Goat and Fish, this has been your sunshine time on Goat versus Fish.
You scroll down the chat?
Yes, but before we do, we wanted to acknowledge that Lysergic Freak Fish said that Goat versus Fish and San are invited to my Temple of Tone with all the amps and pedals. Isn't that nice?
Oh, thank you, Lysergic Freak Fish.
Appreciation. We would like to join you on verses, perhaps in the travels of Goat versus Fish. Perhaps Sunshine and Goat versus Fish will join you, and we'll have a nice morning motivation on the Midwest tour of Goat versus Fish. It has been known to happen. Scrolling down now.
You have the clown. Wait, Amber Heard has the Clown Centaur Professional Overdrive. Okay, so you had like 5,000 verse American dollars for a pedal. That's lovely.
Yes.
You can buy the circuit for like 130 verse American dollars. That's already too expensive. I'll play some Chaka Khan for you next time, but for the time being, this has been Sunshine Time, and I may or may not stream today.
Appreciation, Sunshine. Follow Sunshine on Sunshine on Twitch.
It only went up to $5,000 from like $100 because John Mayer had it on his pedal board.
This has been your verses of Goat vs. Fish. We'll see you on the next celebration. YouTubers, you go first, followed by a Twitch radiation. Appreciation. And if by tomorrow, YouTube, our 3,000 hours have not been met, then Goat vs. Fish will have verses for you, which will mostly just involve us waiting around until you decide to grant us the credentials necessary for monetization. So appreciation.
Celebration.
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 Celebration. Celebration, 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 celebration. I love you love us guys.
I love guys too.
Well, in that verses, we will give one final shout out. One final shout out to. Oh, why is that then? Goat vs. Fish.
Oh, thank you, Live Such a Treat Fish, for shouting out my Instagram.
For our VIP. I Can Fix Amber Heard. Celebration for our VIP I Can Fix Amber Heard. Appreciation. However, your 1 week has become 2. Your 2 has become 2.5, or whatever the fence. And so you've looked at our rump shaking long enough. I Can Fix Amber Heard. That's it'll cost you another 100 verse American dollars to be VIP once again. Although we may show off your biceps to special guests just to show them how much you love Goat vs. Fish. So you can just love Goat vs. Fish looking at... you can just sniff the chair of Goat vs. Fish is what you can do. And we appreciate your support on Goat vs. Fish. I Can Fix Amber Heard. One more verses.
Celebration, I Can Fix Amber Heard.
And it was written,